Hello everyone, welcome to Simplified Geometry. Today we will learn about corresponding angles axiom from the lesson Lines and Angles. Before going to the axiom, let us learn what are corresponding angles. This is line M, this is line N, and this is the line L. Here line L intersects line M at point P, and this line also intersects line N at point Q. Therefore, line L is called a transversal since it intersects two lines at distinct points. Four angles are formed at each of the points P and Q. At point P we have four angles, at point Q we have four angles. So total 8 angles are formed. Now let us look at angles that are on the left side of this transversal L. This is the left side. So let me cover the right side. Let us take angle 1 that is on top of this point P. Angle 1 is on top of point P. Then we must take angle 5 which is on top of point Q. Both angles are on top of either points. Angle 1 is on top of point P. Angle 5 is on top of point Q. So angle 1 and angle 5 is one pair of corresponding angles. Let us take angle 4 which is on bottom of point P. Angle 4 is on bottom of point P. Then we must take angle 8 which is also bottom of point Q. Angle 8 is on bottom of point Q. Both of the angles, angle 4 and angle 8, are on bottom of either points. So we can say that angle 4 and angle 8 will also form another pair of corresponding angles. Now let us look at the right side of this transversal L. The same thing applies to the right side of this transversal L. Angle 2 and angle 6 will form one pair, and angle 3 and angle 7 will form another pair. So we have listed out all the pairs of corresponding angles from this diagram. Now let us look at the axiom. The axiom states that if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. Here line M is parallel to line N. The great example of parallel lines is the edges of railway track. The edges of railway track don't intersect. The same thing applies here. So line M is parallel to line N. Then the corresponding angles formed are equal. We just now saw what are corresponding angles. If these two lines are parallel, then these corresponding angles will be equal. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 5, angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. This is because line M is parallel to line N. When two lines are parallel to each other, then the corresponding angles formed will be equal. So the corresponding angles will be equal. Angle 1 will be equal to angle 5. Then angle 4 will be equal to angle 4 will be equal to angle 8. Angle 2 will be equal to angle 6. And at last angle 3 will be equal to angle 7. This is because line M is parallel to line N. There is another tip for finding corresponding angles. It is always easy to remember using relevant shapes. You can see letter F here. This is letter F marked in red. The letter F has two parallel lines, one here and another here. The angle just below these parallel lines will be a pair of corresponding angles. Angle 1 is on bottom of this line and angle 2 is on bottom of this another line. So you can easily identify these corresponding angles. You can see another example here. Here letter F is inverted. You can see that on top of this line there lies angle 3, and on top of this line you can see angle 4. So using the letter F, we can easily find corresponding angles. Let us take an example to clearly understand this axiom. In this figure, line AB is parallel to line CD. AB is parallel to CD. This is the parallel line symbol. AB is parallel to CD and PS is transversal. This line PS is intersecting line AB at point Q, line CD at point R. So line PS is the transversal. Angle AQP is given as 130 degrees, which is on top of point Q. Then angle CRP will also be 130 degrees, because you can see that angle AQP and angle CRP are corresponding angles. Since angle AQP is on top of point Q, angle CRP is on top of point R. So angle CRP will also be 130 degrees. So let us write that. Equal to 130 degrees. The reason is they both form corresponding angles. Now it is given that angle AQS, this angle AQS is given as 50 degrees. Now we have to find angle CRS. We can easily identify that if angle AQS is 50 degrees, then angle CRS will also be 50 degrees because of the same concept, corresponding angles. This angle will also be 50 degrees because you can see that angle AQS is on bottom of point Q and angle CRS is on bottom of point R. So in this way, we found out how to make use of this corresponding angles axiom.